Hey, I'm Chalene Johnson, and in this short video, I'm going to share with you ways that you can use Instagram stories to convert your followers into customers that you adore. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind is that stories are not at the moment where we're finding new followers. It's very difficult for people to discover new people via stories, unless of course you're using hashtags, but that's for another video. The idea is that you want to use your stories to connect deeper with those people who are already following you. So one thing that I've been focusing on this year is instead of worrying about getting a bunch of new followers, I want to go deeper with the followers that I have, because it's on our stories that we can really create that know, like, trust, buy formula. I mean, think about it. We buy from people that we like. And I don't know about you, but when I'm looking at people's profile, like their feed, it's so freaking perfect that it's really hard to like you, because I'm just as guilty of this as anyone. It's just, we're so concerned now with our feed being like perfectly curated in the right color and this many number of posts, and that it just doesn't feel as real as stories do. So I think it's a perfect opportunity to use stories, number one, that are more authentic and are more real and are more spontaneous, and it's a wonderful way to get to know your followers a little better. So I want to give you a couple of quick formulas that you can follow to make this process even easier. Number one is you want to post about 5 times a day. Now that's ideal. Not every day are you going to have the ability to do that, but generally speaking, once first thing in the morning, mid-morning, lunch, mid-afternoon, late day, so that when people are checking their Instagram, as you know, the story that shows up first is whoever has posted most recently, and there's some algorithm that tells Instagram, hey, you might want to see this content, and I'm going to help you with that in just a moment. But about 5 times a day. Now let's talk about the type of content, a formula that you can use so that you're actually producing the type of content that converts. Now I've created a mnemonic phrase that's going to make it really easy for you to remember this. It's REDIC, and this tip is REDIC. R stands for relatable. So at least once a day, post something that's relatable. It doesn't have to have anything to do with your business or your normal page. It should have to do with who you are as a person, and something that other people will find funny or relatable. Maybe it's a challenge, maybe it's something that's, whatever it is, it's something that other people can relate to. The E stands for educational or enlightening or entertaining. It's something that motivates people. The E is something that there's a takeaway. D is probably the second most important letter, and that stands for dialogue in the DM. So try to create stories that encourage people to talk to you. And I know what you're thinking, well, I don't want to spend my entire day DMing back and forth with people on Instagram. Listen, if you're just building an account for it to have a lot of followers because you want to do affiliate marketing or you're a social media influencer, I can see how this tip wouldn't be that practical for you. But if you're in business and it's your business and you're the brand that people are trying to connect to, this is an incredible way to, number one, get great insight from your customers, to really get to know them and for them to really get to know you. So typically what I'll do is I'll create one post per day where I'm asking a question, or I'm trying to get them to ask me a question. So for example, I might say, I love this new hair product I have. It's a super fast way for me to straighten my hair quickly, and I just discovered it and it's great. Well, if I don't tell people what it is specifically or the brand, I know that I'm going to get DMs, people asking, okay, so sister, give it up. What's the flat iron you're using? Or what's the product that you're using? So that's an easy way to know I'm going to get a simple question, and even though it might not relate to my business, it's a real life conversation. And if I can honestly share with them a tool that I'm using where I don't benefit in any way from sharing that information, what that does is it creates a real reciprocity, the same way you would have with a friend, right? Like your friend is going to tell you the stuff that she loves and she's using, and that's what builds trust. You trust her recommendations, and that's the type of relationship you can build using stories. I stands for interaction. Instagram has released tons of new features for you to use specifically in your stories. stickers where you can slide the emoji, or where you can tap and answer a poll, or even hashtags. So if you're using hashtags in your stories, use the Instagram sticker for those hashtags. Now, if you don't have some of these features yet on your account, it might be because they haven't rolled out yet to you, or it might be that you need to refresh your app. Now, there are some features that aren't released to you until you have 10,000 followers, but like, for example, the swipe up. But I'm telling you, the swipe up is overrated. I've got a better workaround for you, and that's using the poll feature. Anytime you ask a poll, like yes or no, or left or right, or cats or dogs, you can see how people have responded. You can see how many people responded cats and how many people responded to dogs. And then you can actually interact and send those people a direct message if you want to. So one way you could use this in lieu of a swipe up is to simply say, hey, if you guys would like more information or you'd like to know where I bought that flat iron, just click yes on the poll. And that way, every person who says, yes, I want to know where you bought your flat iron, or no, I don't. Every person who said yes, I can just now click on my business insights. I can see every single person who clicked yes, and I can send them the link along with the brief message. You could use that for your own business, or even if you are in affiliate marketing. C is the final letter in our mnemonic phrase, REDIC, and C is, in my opinion, the most important letter, and it stands for capture. Now, capture means how are you taking people off of Instagram and onto your website or into your email list? And this is really important because when people ask how to sell in social media, my answer is always, you don't. Like, it's really not the place to sell. And if you do and you're successful, you risk losing a lot of followers in the process. My recommendation is let people self-select. Let them decide if they want to join your email list or your website. And the best way to do that is through the process leading up to C. C is where we're giving people an opportunity, a place for them to go, where we give them a freemium or a lead magnet. It's a free gift in exchange for their email address. So for example, I might do a live training teaching people how to use Instagram, but I might promote that on my Instagram story and say, hey guys, if you want the link to the free training, just swipe up and let me know. Or I can say, send me a chat and let me know and I'll send you the link. I think that's more powerful than using a swipe up. Because with a swipe up, like, people are left on their own accord. But when someone's talking to you, like, they probably feel like they need to follow through a little bit more. So if they swipe up, I give them a link where they can find the free training. Now they're on my email list and I've given them incredibly valuable content for free. And that's how we capture and turn a follower into a customer that we adore. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to click the like button. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else that you'd like to see. And please, if you're interested in how to get people to watch your stories longer and not click through them, we got a hack for you in my next video that you're gonna wanna see. And then do all the things that all the people tell you to do when you're watching a YouTube video, like subscribe and comment and smash the like button. And what else do they say? They share it and like it and comment and subscribe to it and love it and care for it and praise it and be grateful for it and all kinds of other things. I'll see you next time and dance for it.